Eyes of Hellfire is a co-op horror turn-based escape room type game with a card-based system that lets you search, fight, or move between rooms. You get vigor between rounds and sometimes from cards, which you can spend on either moves, fighting, or searching. This is a game published by Blumhouse Games. You solve puzzles in order to progress the game while searching, or while searching, you can find seals to give to this kind of merchant, who then in turn gives you high-level cards. The problem with searching was 90% of the time we got these seals instead of the puzzle items, so we grew to resent getting the seals. We played with 3 people, so I have to wonder if the game kind of scales in difficulty if you have a full max party of 5. It took us roughly 3 hours to complete, which was a mixed bag of fun, but also frustration. You can end up getting cursed through multiple ways, which ends up causing you to attack your own homies, run away from the area, and a lot more. The only issue with getting cursed is that it causes this visual thing that just ended up giving myself and someone else a headache really badly. Instead of this, I would have loved to seen like a red screen more so. That would have blended very well with this gray aesthetic. Between rounds, traps or enemies can spawn, but the problem I have with these invisible traps is they spawn way too frequently. Whenever you do hit one of these traps, you lose something like health, vigor, or another step towards being cursed. It's kind of a bummer, but I gotta be honest, I don't think the game's scary at all. I personally never got jump scared. I never got an eerie sense of feeling. The enemies, I just don't think look intimidating enough. At a certain point, we just stopped calling it a scary game and more so an escape room, and I think that helped us bring some more enjoyment to the game. There is a story to the game, but the voice acting is so god-awfully quiet, we just had a hard time keeping up, so we just lost interest. The game tries to do an Among Us style type beat, but it's a tough gameplay loop to want to do because there was never really an opportunity other than stealing from other players to make it worthwhile, and everyone could steal from everyone anyway. Plus, I don't really understand why you would want to lose. I guess maybe you get XP if you're the betrayer, but I just don't understand the point when the mission itself is so time consuming, to the point where all 3 of us agreed we wouldn't want to do that. There's obviously some stuff I didn't have time to cover, but I thought the experience overall was just okay. I think there's a foundation here for a good game, but there's a lot of tweaks that need to be made. At the very least, it's $10, and that person that spends that money can invite 4 other friends, so it's pretty much $2 per person, which I think is worth a shot. Remember, it is early access, so there is a lot more content to come, which I think is worth a shot for a 3-hour experience. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.